Hi, I'm Joanna and this is my 5th video in a series of ukulele tutorial videos for my students in the lower and middle school and for anyone else who wants to learn to play ukulele. In the previous videos, we've learned how to tune your ukulele. We've learned the note names, G, C, E, A, of the strings. We've learned about the parts of the ukulele, the fretboard, and we've learned to play the C chord as well as the F chord. Now, before we go on to another song that uses both chords, I want to show you something that you can use to practice getting your fingers up and down precisely. And this is another way to do the canoe song that we did in one of the previous videos. On just the A string, we're just going to pluck the A string over and over, and you're going to go back and forth between the fret that you put down to play the C chord, because what that does is it turns your A into a C, and you can see that on the piano. Here's the A, here's the C, just 2 notes above that. So that's what you're playing. We also play that on recorders at school, so the kids are able to apply what they've learned about recorder and reading those notes on recorder. They can apply that now to the ukulele, and some of them even went so far as to add the B in between, which is in the 2nd fret, so you can try that too if you want something a little more advanced. But for now, let's just go A, C, A, and we're going to do the canoe song. It's going to be in a different key this time. It's in A minor instead of C minor. My paddles keen and bright, flashing with silver, follow the wild goose flight, dip, dip, and swing. So that's something you can use to practice, and you can also just practice with your notes for the F chord, going back and forth, and this one, you remember those are the fingers that go down for the F chord, so I'm just practicing that. So now let's do another song that we can do with just the F and C chord. This song is very popular with students at our school because it's a Quaker school, and this is actually a Shaker song, "'Tis a Gift to Be Simple," and it has just, you can do it with just F and C, and it doesn't change real often, but it's a lot longer than Hey Lolly, which is the last one that we did with 2 chords. So I'm going to put on the screen where you change chords, and right now you'll probably want to just be strumming 1, 2, 3, 4. To add a little more interest, I'm going to do an upstroke, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and with my index finger. You can try that if you want, or you can just stick to staying with my thumb, which is going down. One more thing before I play this song, I'm going to put an optional fancy thing at the end where we go a quick switch between the F, C, F, but you don't need to do that for the song to sound good. You can just see on the F. So when that appears on the screen, that's going to be in parentheses, and you can just stay on the F if it's too much to switch that quickly right now. So here we go. "'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be, and when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight, when true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we won't be ashamed, to turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come round right." So there you go, another song you can play with just 2 chords. Now if you're still with me and your hand isn't hurting too much, I'm going to teach you one more, and then you're on your own for a while until I make some more videos and teach you some more at school. So the last one I'm going to show you is Kookaburra, which a lot of us probably already know. And it starts on C. Now this one changes quicker, so that's why I'm doing this one last. Until you're comfortable changing that quick, this song's going to be very challenging for you. And some of my kids, what I have them do if they're getting frustrated with this or their fingers are hurting, is they skip the F chord and they'll only play the C. So I'll show you both ways. So this is the pattern that works for the whole song of Kookaburra. C, F, C, C. So it's just a 4-strum pattern. C, F, C, C. So if you're not feeling comfortable with that change, you can still do this song by going C, 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 and you just rest on the F. You could even C, stop your strings so that they don't sound during what should be an F chord. So it goes like this with you get your pattern going. Kookaburra sits and one to do with the whole family. And there's some other verses. I've heard some about monkeys, but I can't remember those right now. But one that I do remember is, Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, leave some drops for me. So now you have several songs you can play with just 2 chords. And for the next video, which I will be making hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll learn the G chord, and then the half of Beatles repertoire will open to you because you'll know 3 chords.